Today we're taking a look at the Gardena Easy and Easy Plus water timers, which are new to the Gardena range. We're just going to go through some of their features as well as some of their programming options. So first, taking a look at the Gardena Easy timer. This is the basic timer from the range. It takes two AA batteries, which should last you a full watering season, and offers you up to 15 pre-built-in programs. Like most timers in the range, this is capable of being left outside. It's rainproof and UV resistant. However, it is not frostproof. So inside the box, you'll find the Gardena timer itself, as well as a reducing bush that will allow the inlet, which is usually a 1-inch size, to be converted down to 3/4 inch, which is the most common UK tap size. And you'll also receive a standard hose connector to allow you to turn the 3/4 inch thread into a hose connection. In addition to those, you'll also get the Gardena operator's manual, which we recommend you take a look at for any tips in programming or any warnings in regards to things like frost. To fit the batteries into your new water timer, you want to just identify the battery compartment on the side here. Just simply push it in and you should find that it pops out. As mentioned earlier, it's two AA batteries, so you place them inside and then push the compartment back into place until it locks into place. To program the Gardena Easy, you're just going to use this wheel on the front of the timer, and you'll see it's got the pre-built options on the dial. So it's just as simple as putting the batteries in and then moving this dial to the option that you would like. They're all clearly labelled. So in this case, I'll just turn it on to 5 minutes every 24 hours. Now, if I were to leave that for a moment, watering should happen straight away. However, if I wanted to delay the start time, you can use the +1 hour button just at the bottom here. As well as that, if you'd like to top up the garden because you're having a particularly warm season, it does have a water now function, which you can just turn the dial to, and that will allow you to manually open the timer. So the Gardena Easy timer is an ideal timer if you're looking for something very easy to set up, to run drip or spray irrigation. We advise that you always remove your timer during periods of frost, and when storing it over winter, we also advise that you remove the batteries from the battery compartment, ready to replace the following year. Now we're taking a look at the Gardena Easy Plus water timer. This timer is very similar to the basic Easy model. However, it does give you increased options for your watering schedule, up to 69 different options with this one. The Easy Plus also requires two AA batteries, which should last you a full watering season. Has a 1-inch inlet on the top, along with a 3/4 inch reducer for most UK garden taps, and a 3/4 inch threaded outlet, as well as a hose connector if you require it. The Easy Plus is fully UV resistant as well as rainproof. However, it is not frost resistant, which means it will need to be removed during periods of frost. So taking a look inside the box, you'll have the timer itself, as well as the reducing bush to allow the 1-inch to convert down to 3/4 inch threaded connections, and the hose connector to thread onto the 3/4 inch male, depending on the system you're using. In addition to those components, you'll also get the Gardena operator's manual, which we recommend you take a quick read through just to see some of the finer points of the timer, as well as any wintering instructions. To fit the batteries in the Gardena Easy Plus, locate the battery compartment just on the side here, squeeze in the latch, and you should find that the compartment pops out. Insert your two AA batteries and then push the compartment back in until it snaps into place. Program the Easy Plus. You'll notice you've got two dials on the front with this timer. The first dial here is your watering duration, so you'll want to select which is best for your garden here. I'm just going to select 10 minutes. And then on the second dial, it's the schedule in which you want it to water. So this could be 1, 3 or 5 minutes, or you could spread it out over a number of hours. So for instance, if I wanted this to water for 10 minutes once every day, I would turn the first dial to 10 and then the second dial to the 24 hour. That means that will come on at this particular time for 10 minutes every 24 hours. However, if I wanted to delay the start on it, you can delay it by pushing in the 1 hour delay button at the bottom. And you can push this as many times as you'd like. And that'll just delay the start time by 1 hour each time. If you'd like to give your garden a little top up, on the first dial here you also have the manual watering option, which means you can turn this dial to that option and that will open up the timer, and then once you're happy that you've provided enough water, you can return it back to your original scheduling. As with all water timers, we recommend you disconnect this timer during periods of frost, as this is not covered under the warranty. And when storing it away for winter, we advise you pop out the batteries, leave the compartment empty till you're ready to put a fresh pair in the following year. If you want to take a look at the Gardena timers or any other timers from our range, you can visit our website, Easy Garden Irrigation, and see the full range that we offer on there.